Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel, I say that we can go to the stars. You will see from NASA channel pictures of star all over this video, like 4 minutes. But I will not put music, so you'll see them like 1 minute only pictures with stars. We can go to the stars, and I will make this like 2016. This is 2016 pictures of stars from Hubble space. The best picture of the day they put it in their channel. Okay, but in this video is about mathematics. I'm telling you the mathematics is I'm telling you that we can go to the stars, and the science is wrong. So the chemistry is wrong. The Mendeleev is wrong. The table Charles Mendeleev is wrong. The matter is made with light. You see light. You see color is light. You see there's light. I've shown to you. There's light everywhere. Look, light. Electricity. Mercer circuit. You see light. So the electron is false. The chemistry is false. You see light. I'm telling you. Okay. You burn a paper, you see matter is made with light. The Mendeleev is made with light. So if you know in chemistry, you saw reaction changing colors, tones of electricity it is light. So I tell you that the science is wrong, okay? But in the chemistry there are some equations, like you are saying equations. See what it means? Is about mathematics. If I'm telling you that all the science is wrong, now is the time to tell you the mathematics. In an Einstein book, I've told you that Einstein's false physics. He only spoke in a philosophical manner, like in a populist manner. He did not knew philosophy even very good. So I read some book, but it was impressive for that period to know some philosophy, and okay, so it tricked you with that A equals mc square and stuff like this, Einstein. But in an Einstein book, it says the geometry is already a physics. So if you understand, Einstein said this in a philosophical manner. But I'm telling you that you do not know the origins of a relation between numbers and geometry. So in this manner I show to you that a real object, a physical object, describes geometry. Light or okay, like this is describes geometry. All the colors, all the tones, you see this, they are described by light. This is light, all the colors, you see, and describes all the shapes, all the shapes, geometrical shape, a square, okay, if you understand. So but it's a real object, a physical object. And now you are tricked by this algebra. It is nice for Christians also. They are saying the geometry, the mathematics is possible, the rational thinking process is established by God, and you see this is some proof that can judge in a correct manner the world. You see all the figures, sphere like Jupiter planet, all the figures of stars, they are described by light. So it is something, you see a square, a white square, a black square described by light. If you understand some geometry, you understand on spot there is something wrong with light. That there is something in a paradoxical manner to describe all the forms of geometry, because there's no relation, mathematical unique relation to intersect a square with a circle in this manner, if you understand. So if the light makes this stuff, it means it accomplishes something paradoxical, some infinite stuff inside it. So now this simple A equal mc square, you see we can go to the stuff. So I will stop from now, and then you'll see pictures from 2016, and I make video 17, 18, 19, 20, 2025, okay, with pictures. So but in this manner I'm telling you that mathematics is wrong. So now what you are tricking yourself. You see, you can count like arithmetics, algebra, arithmetics, matricial function, and equations. An equation, how they are tricking you, how they work trick is A equal B or C, like this in mathematics. and B or C, like this in mathematics. See, A equals B or C. Energy equal mass times acceleration. Energy, kinetic energy of light is 1.5 mass times velocity square, and Newton one, the force equals mass times acceleration. All of them has this form, A equals B or C. But now we are telling you, if you do not you can now watch it on intense mathematics. I will am describing to you mathematics in a real manner on the basis that is false. I will tell you that mathematics is false. Okay. Now you understand when we stand like a simple matter, like a simple man. Do you really believe this is the equation for the entire world? The whole only this God made this. If you understand, energy with mass times acceleration, 1.5 mass velocity square, let me say equation, 1.5 kinetic energy, 1.5 mass of velocity square, force equals mass times acceleration. But this is because you can replace this with everything like this. You have numbers 1, 2. It's about mathematics. So mathematics is false. Believe it or not, it's false. It's false science. And you cannot put numbers on geometry and then to take geometry and put it on light. Light describes figures. Light makes this, but it's a real object. The fight is between, like in philosophical manner, it is an empirical object, but it is like a wonderful empirical object. Light it makes wonder somehow, like magics. Okay, can you take this and put it on mathematics? What light does? Because describes, you see this white square, this black square, all the colors, all the forms, all the geometry. Okay, so do you really believe now that Einstein A equal mc square, like this, the speed of light, like this, it equal mc square, it means something? It does not mean anything. But like you are small children, do not know philosophy, not know anything, you take some bullshit like this equal a b, okay, say, and you believe like guru, like, but no technology, nothing came from this, and it is false physics. So we look 4, 5, the numbers, the raw numbers, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, and 10, and plus and infinite, like this. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and geometry. Geometry is the different beast. You see, you have a square and you have a circle. You see, like this. And now by you go and pay $10 and you count 1, 2, 3. You see, you count a rock. You see, you count this stuff. You see, there's 1 match, 2 match, 3 matches, 4 matches. But now you don't understand that you count with this everything, all the substances, everything. So it does matter as it pigs, chicken, cows, clouds, particles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay, it is nice. Okay, you can do this. You can count rocks. You can count everything. But through this counting, can you then make some equations how you are saying of the world? And I'm told you about chemistry. Chemistry already prove that there is no some equation like carbon, hydrogen, 4 like this, plus oxygen, burning oxygen, the results you see through arrow, like implication or an arrow like this, carbon, oxygen 2, and water, H2O. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, this is the formula. But now you are saying equations. You search for equation. An equation means to equate A with B. A with B, like this equation. But as children do not understand this. If you are small children, and I'm telling you, we can go to the stars and you go entire children 12 classes stupid mathematics, and it's crazy. I've told you, I will going to tell you that mathematics is crazy. So now you see, is this an equation? It's not. What is this? Carbon, hydrogen 4 plus oxygen 2 is not even a normal adding. You see, you add numbers. Do you add something here like numbers? You do not. And you see that you cannot have carbon hydrogen only 4 when you equilibrate the equation. So when you equilibrate like in this mathematical manner, when you see the resultant numbers must be equal with this. So now is you understand the molecular formulas are done on a certain mass, on certain molecules, because you cannot have interaction if you see when you equilibrate the equation in chemistry, you put 2 in front or 3. But you see, you say them crazy, but all of you study this at schools. And you go and take jobs, okay, and you are understanding that nothing comes from this. Why you are teach this to put guys in prison like in 12 years to take rub their legs. But all of you make, if you are some obligativity in Europe to make 12 years of school. Now in China it's 13, like, okay. But is this an equation? You do not understand that this is an equation. E equal B. This is an equation. So can you make equation on physics? I'm telling you physics is false. Can you make some equation, this equating, that if you equate like this rock with this coffee, why? You see in the philosophy, in a kind of way you can do it. I will give you this coffee, you give me a rock. Well, you equated it, you make us equal sign. But this is through a will. We establish 10 boxes of papers and I give you food. I don't know why, because it's a paper, okay? And you give me food on them. So we can equate in a philosophical manner 2 objects. I equate this match with this because I want to, you see. But in a physical manner, are they equal in an ontological profound way? Okay, are they equal? Like this square is this equal with this circle? Why? I'm asking you why. So now you can represent this with numbers, like in a way, this with numbers in a way. Can you equate them to make like A equals with B? And you understand that light describes, and right now on your face there's a square and the light describes them. You see, and it's a real object, a wonderful object, but can you discover why does this object does these things? Why does make Mendeleev, why does this iter? Can you discover? Can you do it like this with mathematics, with this row of numbers? Can you do it? Okay, what the numbers are? What you see? There's a rock. And I'm telling you, if you not believe this stuff, I'm telling you, there's light in this paper, and when you burn hydrogen, the gas from your stove. So when you see when you burn gas from your stove, light, you see how bad is this formula? Where's light in this formula? Where is it? You burn an entire gas with your stove. You see light. Where is light? Where is it? So now it's equilibrated electrons. These are the electrons straight, and 4 ions. If you understand ions, hydrogen ions like this. Like I know this stuff, but they are crazy. I studied them, okay, but they are crazy. If you have a proton P and an electron E, like this. This is the hydrogen, they say, like these 2 points. This is hydrogen. But if you do not understand, some imbeciles invented this, you take it for granted. Nowadays the school, Avogadro calculated from masses, wrong stuff. This seems to there's some logic in it, but it's wrong stuff. And you do not understand, nothing comes And now watch a gas ignited entire of gas. You see light. Where is in the equation? So how this is true if you see only light when you burn light, and there is no in equation? It's not. Where is it? What right do you have to make it after protons, electrons that do not exist? And if you see light that is burns light, you see burns light in a sulfur equations of chemistry, the light is nowhere. There's nowhere. It's nowhere. So what do you have? You see light. I'm telling you, you see light. So watch how this gas burns. Watch. Look your false reactions. Look. Burning methane gas. There is light. Big light. There is not in the chemistry equations. So you are lying like there's light and fire. So now you see my little fire compared to that. You see carbon, hydrogen, 4. Where is the fire? Where is the fire in the equation? You see fire. Where is the fire in the equation? Do you really believe that the protons? So when you like this much, when you are used with these lies, and you are as children, and you pissing me off. And I'm telling you the truth. You do not want to admit. This is fire, and see, they do not know until so what fire is. This different is a matter, a separate matter. You can see it everywhere. You can when you burn weed, when you go burn petrol. So all of you have cars with benzines and petrols and kerosenes on the engines of aeroplanes. You see light when you ignite in a piston. You see light. You see fire, but you invent protons, electrons. You see carbon, hydrogen, 4. You see light. So now you do not read light, you do not see it, you see light. But you are seeing protons, electrons. Where are the protons? Where are the electrons? I can show to you light, it burns in the gas stove all day if you let it. And you see light, you see? And you see electrons and protons. But when you light this much, I know this stuff, but it's false, okay? Look. So the chemistry is false. I'm telling you, it's done with light. But the connection are not like in electromagnetic manner. Light does not have energy. You see, it is in this paper, light, but it's not burning. Now the fire is kept to 0. So you understand that the fire is separate matter. It's a multiple dimensional, I realize, a 4-dimensional matter that goes in a it is contained even in a picture. You make a cube of a picture, it is film, and you put it in okay. So you see proton and electron. This is hydrogen. I know the stuff. 2 protons and 2 electrons. This is imbecile stuff. This is helium. This is imbecile stuff, believe me or not. The protons do not exist. The matter is made with light. You burn hydrogen, you see light, but the protons and electrons do not exist. You do not see them anywhere. You see? So another 3 points like this and 3 like this. The lithium, you see, I know them, I don't look in a Mendeleev, you see, and so on and so forth. But what I'm telling you, the atoms do not exist, not the elements. There exists gold. There, look, gold, base, I have it here. Exists copper, exists silver, exists. Okay, let's take a short break, see more pictures. Okay, I've told you, like. Okay, after we watch that, I don't deny the atoms exist. Hydrogen, lithium, helium, beryllium, you see, brom, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. But I know it, I deny that they are elements, they are not atoms, because an atom supposes this structure, a proton and electron, you see, and you must have like a model like this to circulate like this. This is the proton plus, this is the minus, and circulating. You circulate, this rock is circulating, makes like this. The electrons in this rock, you usually believe there is like a craziness like this inside the rock, always like this, and I'm telling you, it's made with light. Matter is made with light, and the light is not a plus and minus. This is how their convention, you see, because there are two wires like this, must go from somewhere to somewhere, but we can reverse the poles, and now there's alternative current and direct current. And you can reverse poles, can go from the here to here and from here to here. So you do not tell plus and minus to the electricity. You see, so now I'm denying that ions exist. But ions, what does mean? Like you do not have electrons on the straight, or you to have many protons. In this manner, it's electrical stable like this. But it is not. If you can touch it, you see. So there's some disconnected connection on light that you can touch it. But you see, you can make a sensor like this. You can make different aspects of light on touch. You can make a touch sensor. Okay, if you describe it in your tablet, you'll see that there's some disconnection like here, and you see that it's electrical stable until you make like this. I don't know, on your hair, like okay. So where the ions means that if it is stable in electric manner like this, two protons, helium, and three electrons like this, helium, okay, and they orbit. These two guys sit in the middle with a neutron, that things that not exist, also neutron. Proton. So this is what I'm telling you. This is the electrons, this is the protons. They will escape this animated story science that not exist. Light makes the connection. You see this. You see this is yellow. You see yellow is a color. Yellow is light. It's a light of colors. You see. So you see what means negative helium, or you put another electron free but have two protons only, or deficit. This ion, this stuff does not exist because the proton does not exist. Ionization, if you plus energy, electric energy for something, you see, it's not like missing a plug. It is making a pathway where the light goes, like this, you see. It makes a pathway, you see, but it's not plus minus charge like this. Electricity is light, I'm telling you. So if you let it through a metal, it ionizes it, how you are saying, somehow making a pathway through that metal, okay? So there's some pathway, you walk in this direction, okay? But you can reverse it. You can walk in the other direction, and now you change the polarity, your ability, you change electrons, you miss it, deficit. So you cannot explain the chemical properties only when we combination electron and protons. And what I am denying, the protons, electron does not exist, the neutron does not exist. No, because they cannot see that the Avogadro is right, because it's not, because this is done with masses, on masses. Okay, Avogadro saying that is right. You see, you do not encounter for the mass somehow. So, but now you put neutrons, two neutrons in the proton. So the nuclear, you like nuclear atomic bombs, you like that bullshit story. They basically throw light, a big light and matter that it's like you boiling iron over the people, okay? And when you boil it, you explode it. You put a big boiling iron and explode it over the. This is an atomic nuclear and hydrogen bomb with hydrogen. You take hydrogen, you take lithium, like 50 kilograms of lithium, and you electric charge them to the maximum 50 kilograms of lithium, like this. They're telling you are atomic bombs. You see lithium here, Elon Musk makes the cars with this. You take 50 kilograms of lithium, you electric charge them to the maximum, and now you add the C4 explosive like this, it breaks mountains. Okay, look. This is your bullshit with atomic bombs. Normal bombs with much explosive. Look.
And the excavator goes, but the dynamite goes.
You see how much destruction normal explosive. Your nuclear bullshit. Exactly like Goa'uld, like in sci-fi movies. Your nucleus explosion. When you are this stupid on this planet, it make me vomit. So you watch that. I will going to show to you now what 50 kilograms of normal explosive can do. Can demolish 15 blocks in China. Look, 15 blocks, 50 kilograms normal C4 is they say. Normal explosive that blows up a mountain. Look. Look what normal dynamite makes. Normal dynamite. Look, an entire a small city put to the ground in few seconds. You see what normal dynamite does? Your nuclear bullshit. You cannot destroy even this much blocks with atomic bombs with uranium. Your stupidity. To lie people, look what normal dynamite makes. You see? It destroys entire city. You see normal dynamite with your atomic nucleus bullshit lies. So let me tell you how it is with this uranium. Uranium captures like a magnet attracts you. See, captures the light field that exists around you, all over the place. It captures it, okay? It captures it. It is not enough. You must make it a molecule, something. You put another stuff, you weld it in some tubes like this, and you start to capture the energy like this. And is this when you use this, you say that it's enriched. And now I began to say about mathematics in my next video. I'm telling you the chemistry is wrong. Okay. So now you take 50 kilograms of lithium. So say what they are doing with that nucleus atomic bombs. You see, you really believe that these guys are smart. You see in the Stargate SG-1 they have Naquda like this, like crazy elements that do not exist. The uranium charges itself and you put it in water and warms water and you with water make another kind thermal energy. Okay, but you know, like it produces movement electricity, so you know that it comes in the empty space, even a piece of pure uranium, like you have pure gold like this. It makes like a magnet, or you are wondering why this is how it makes. A magnet has the light field and it converges and it can attract from a small distance. The uranium stuff is to take this light and to make warm the other body. So this is some fire also, okay, you can question it. But if you do not understand, you take 50 kilograms of lithium, because this is the way how they are doing it, okay? You charge it with electricity at the maximum. You know that you can do this. You can power electric car like 700 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers already. Electrical cars with they have a independent movement on one charge of 1,000 kilometers. Okay, I don't know in miles. Okay, so now you take 50 kilograms of this stuff full of electric charge and you add C4, okay, and a bucket of pure helium, okay, and you put it in a bomb. I will bet that you make a greater bomb than a hydrogen bomb. So this through this lives, okay, if you understand it, they reach the melting point that exploded over a town, like uranium piece, okay, if you understand this. And already it's a powerful bomb. If you see that explosive that I showed you again, the 15 blocks you cannot put down with atomic bomb. That 15 you cannot put down 15 blocks with atomic bombs, if you understand how they are lying to you. So now that's why you are building. So watch again, they put a normal explosive 15 blocks on the ground. Watch again. Look what normal dynamite makes. Normal dynamite. Look, an entire a small city put to the ground in few seconds. You see what normal dynamite does? Your nuclear bullshit. You cannot destroy even this much blocks with atomic bombs with uranium. Your stupidity. To lie people, look what normal dynamite makes. You see? It destroys entire city. You see normal dynamite with your atomic nucleus bullshit lies. So now that's why you are believing nucleus and atomics and protons and neutrons. You do not understand this. There's some logics, formal logics, and you can teach them. It's also there's two protons, two electrons, but it's false. You can learn it. You can learn like a logic inside the chest, but you cannot apply that only inside chest when you see checkmate. Okay, only there is some logic. There you see this is like this is like this. This is so protons, electrons. Oh yes, and they remove. Do you really believe that inside this gold? Let's say you see from Mendeleev like this. There's how many gold? Okay. Like a Romanes hour, like or gold. I believe that this is in silver, gold. Okay, okay, silver 47. Okay, tellurium, plumb, osmium, iridium. You see 79 under a silver. Our 79 electrons. They are saying they see here this piece of gold. There's 79 electrons and 79 like 79 points like this and 79 protons. and now it's not sufficient to make the math. You put 79 neutrons also, and this is the goal. And what they are doing, these points are moving like in these circles. 2 electrons on this straight, 2 electrons. You see this gold piece, they are moving 17 electrons like this. So you know, you understand that it is on mass high carbohydrogen. I'm telling you that all the science is false. So now if you understand what they are doing, do not do this because I told you, okay? They were maléfic and stupid, and they put an uranium piece like this telling you their nucleus, and now because you do not understand this stuff, you are scared of bombs in normal matter because okay, these bastards, they're bastards like lying to you. They're all going to kill you, okay? So now you are believing that the stars make atomic fusions. Do not exist. Does not exist atomic fusion, and they not exist. They put hydrogen, they explode. I've told you they explode. You put 50 kilograms of lithium and then you put C4 over them, okay, and you charge them electrical charge, okay, and you put in a bomb and throw you demolish half a town like better than atomic bombs, if you understand with that C4 stuff. But you understand that this is the tricks that they are using to trick you. These stars do not produce fusion, atomic fission or fusion, do not produce. And the proton, electron, neutron does not exist. Matter is made with light, and I prove to you like this, okay? And you see my next video about mathematics. I began it here, but there is no more time. You see light. You see light. And you see light, the proton does not exist. The fire is separate matter. it's a field somehow. It is made, all the matters is made, and you can burn many materials as sulfur. You can burn wood. You can burn petrol. You can burn gases. You can burn acetones. You can burn oils. You can burn. You'll see fire, my friends. There is no equation in chemistry to put that describe fire. Where is this stupid? Why? There is no equation where there's fire in it, and you put it in a car. You work with that's locomotives. All locomotives that have okay. You see fire and light. Where is the equation? I'm telling you the chemistry is wrong. Okay, in this video. Okay, I wanted to tell you that mathematics is monosubstantial. This is what I began to tell you, and maybe in my next video you see a square plus b plus c equals 0, or in another form you kept it like coefficients, and x you have in the perfect manner. If it's x of 4 power plus x plus c equals 0, like equals 0. This is an equation, okay? And now you put a in front because it's a general way of representing all the your bullshit. You put b in front like this, and c in a free manner without x, c and equals 0. This has two solutions. And if you understand, you find two solutions, plus, minus, and in the circular reason begins with the solution is the square. And you don't understand that these guys are crazy. It's plus minus b some radical like this, and include the radical is the inverse function of a square, and inside the this is a square again. So you understand it, to find out x, to find out the solution for a power of x like this, 2 to the 2 power of x, 2 power, you are using the 2 power again, and inside the solution. So you understand these guys are crazy, but you understand who did this? Pythagoras did this. Pythagoras did this. This is what I began to tell you about mathematics, and to not go be like a liar to suspend this idea. You see, you have that row of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this, okay, and now you must make a square from them. You see, there's no square here. There's no square, and Pythagoras lied that somehow you can make a square with this. You see this square? You see this square? You see this square like this, and another square like this, a small square. You must measure them between them, this area. You must measure this square with this square between them. And this is where is x squared like this, x squared like this. But what does means? What does means? I've told you 2 to the 2 power equals 4 like this. Equal 4 like this, but 4 you can find it in a real number like this, 4 like this, okay. But the area is a square. But the area is like a. This is a, and this is a, and a square. You see is the area. It makes in this square like this. So now why you have two of these to describe the area? Because Pythagoras says so, and you don't understand this stuff. This is a real square, and you cannot put it on numbers 1, 2, 3. You cannot put it. Geometry is made through a physical object, real object, and you can conceptualize, but you understand that there's no difference between. Okay, so now what Pythagoras did, you see, he pretended he can calculate it in this triangle like this, of a 90-degree angle. This is false also. Why 360? Like a 365 days, alright. Okay, so this is ABC like this, ABC, and Pythagoras pretended that somehow this AB describes the big square. If you sum the square of this, two squares like this give you so if you know the catet of hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse, okay. So you can make 3 squares from this. A square that has these 3 squares, a big one, a BC with a BC like this. So this is BC, BC, okay, this is BC, another square like this, another square is AC, let's see, AC like this. I'm not stupid, dudes, you are crazy, nothing came from science, nothing. So you seek all this planet, okay, and BA, this is BA, okay, this is BA, this is AC, this is BC, okay, and Pythagoras pretended somehow that hypotenuse equal catet plus catet, like this, square, like this. So now you can measure through three squares like this. You can impose them in the row of numbers like this, and it's all functional already. If you understand, you have two sets like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, two sets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you understand, you are stupid and you are tricking children in schools and you are lying to them, and the chemistry is false. They forced you in the school, but it's false. And the still gases from ground and petrols like imbeciles, big money, and they put you arrested to teach you bullshit stuff with electrons and stuff. 9, 10, you see, until plus infinite, this is done by Pythagoras before Christ. Stuff before Christ. But now let me tell you again. This is the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse of 90 degree. You see, it's a square. There, if you convert this in normal mathematics, squares. If you put it two like this, 2 over 2 power like this is 4. 2 over 2 power is 4 like this. Look. You see, it's 4. So now you find that this square is 4. How? Because the second power is a square. That's why it says there is a square. A square. So it represents that you intersect two rows of numbers like this. Like, indeed, this was done by René Descartes in a crazy philosophical manner. Okay? And so now you can put this in the Cartesian system like a secret like this, and you will find solution of the square in the simple row number. But what is this row numbers now? Because it is bidimensional, monodimensional also. How can you read, you understand? So the real logic escapes from your mind if I'm telling you this stuff, okay? So how this is 2 square, is 2 square representing the square. But you understand now this solution is false. It's like you can measure the area of 3 this like this. But like you are measuring this, then you pretend you know some equations. You measure 3 squares like to still learn from people, okay? And you take this small square, because I know that you take this small square, I will take this big square, because I know for sure from the Pythagoras theorem, because if you you measure this commensurability, okay, with a triangle like this is like mathematical magic, okay? You take this small square because this area of this square in a square manner, not in a normal manner, because you cannot put A equals B plus C. You cannot put this, okay? So I will tell you 5,000 arguments how the mathematics is not coherent if you put it on reality. It is commutative and is not commutative if you obey light. It is A plus B equal B plus C. Does not in reality. Does not in reality. Is not. So I've told you that you cannot add dou with me. Dou plus me equals 3. Does not. But if you do not understand, now you search for equations of light. What equations? What equation with numbers like this? It is this imbecile number that does not represent even in a row monodimensionality, right? This is a monodimensionality object like this line, okay? But these are numbers. These are numbers. when you number some objects like this 1, 2, 3, 4, you do not make a line. You number them, you count them, 1 object, 2 object, you not make a line. So why this is a line, geometrical line? Why? Why? There is an object, and a real object like this describes geometry. Look, you see, I described geometry, but it's not 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, like small children, this is 1, this is 1. That's why this is 1, this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's why you are tricked, okay? So now you have this imbecile sign like plus, minus, divided and multiply like this. And now you are pretending that you can do equation on world because Pythagoras says so, or Einstein. A equals space, A can space. You understand how crazy is that? Because you can put all the numbers that you want. You understand? You have A equal B times C, you see? And this is the tricks of Einstein and Leibniz and Newton. You put here what numbers do you want, because the simple equation between B and C multiplied equals A. So you replace here with what numbers do you want and prove me wrong that that's false. But if you understand, energy is a quality, mass is a quality, light is a quality. You understand? So now how can you equate qualities between them? In this manner it is a variable. A can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, okay, 11, 12. B the same, C the same, is a variable between numbers, okay? But like what variables it is? What is the variable? What variable? Energy, how is variable? How is variable? How? So now if you intersect kilogram like this with meters, how you are making like with meters? How do you make it? How do you make it? This is meters. Like length meters of foot mile, okay, like this, okay, miles or feet or okay, this American stuff, or meters, kilometers, decameters, 10, and kilograms, mass scale. You see. So how can you equate a mass with distance? How do you want meters per second? So it gives you numbers again. Meters per second, like this, meters per second. So in this manner, the speed of light. I've told you what is the speed of light in this paper. What is the speed of light in this paper? So if you do not understand, these guys are crazy. I've told you what atomic bomb is. It's like a metal that's allowed to instead to make like a magnet, it radiates heat and you put it in water. But if you want to make it powerful, you make that molecule, okay, and you put it in a cylinder of iron like this, many of them or pieces, and it becomes to capture the light field not produces from inside it. Is not from inside the rock itself, or uranium rock. It's captured the light field that is emits, is radiated. If you understand, it's supposed to exist a light field, and the void stuff is not it does not exist. And what they am saying to you, nuclear fissions, atoms, fissions. If you understand that, they are crazy. So what? How is this? How is this? A equals and you say that I'm crazy. But you understand, nothing came to science. Nothing. There is some kind of science from this means technology. What does it mean? Exact technical kind of science, but they did not did their invention. Somebody invented this light bulb, not came from science, but it is sometimes science in the Greek kind of manner, in technological manner. Technologos is a science of making stuff, objects, okay? Somebody invented plastics and say that they did it because made the occasion chemistry. Somebody stole the liquid carbon, hydrogen, they say, they do not know if it's this, but let's say it's carbon, hydrogen from the ground, or methane gas, okay, and they make the equation to trick you, but you see that in the equation the fire does not exist, the light does not exist. Somebody steal the petrol and to bullshit you, for you not to be engineer if you do not believe in their bullshit. And in meanwhile they are stupid as fuck out there, say, you see, are stupid and exactly like fuck, like in this manner, okay, and they go and take the petrol from the ground. They do not see that it burns light and fire there, okay, but they put $10 on this measurement of oil because they want to. They're lying to you that global heating stuff and all these lies, okay, and meanwhile they are going to the banks. I'm telling you, you can go to the stars, man. Another post and you'll see my last minute of pictures with stars, okay. We can go to all the stars that I'm showing to you. Okay, if you watch that, goodbye, God bless, the chemistry is false, man. We can go to the stars, all the stars that I've showed to you. The chemistry is wrong, the mathematics is wrong, the geometry is done by a real object. It's not an abstract object. And believe it or not, this object is magical, like enchanted, like. It describes a square and a circle, and in mathematical manner you do not know how to explain this. You cannot find a single equation to put all the flowers in one equation, but the light describes it to you. You put a full garden full of flowers, but you cannot put a geometrical equation to describe you all the geometry of flowers in the garden. But you can trick me then. You put a garden full of flowers, all the colors like this, a tall one, a short one, small one, flowers, green one, circle one, square ones, because they are all the light does and shows them to you. But one is to see that light does this and one to have an equation. But it is impossible to have an equation because you must combine exactly in a magical manner a square with a circle, and you cannot do this in mathematics. But if you are small children and your light is to make them in prison, you do not understand, you count this 1, 2, 3, watch I wrote this is bullshit mathematics, okay, in this video. But do not trick children, okay, because this is not having nothing in common. Making an aeroplane does not have anything in common, only to trick them like in Goa'uld manner, like HG1 movie, that the HG1 movie, if you saw that, they are having Naquda and uranium bombs and okay, this is my fight, man, because we can go to the start. Goodbye, God bless. The chemistry is false. Arithmetics, you cannot put it on geometry. René Descartes did this and others. But it's false, You intersect two planes of existence, and one is like this and one is like this, and this is not numbers and this is not numbers, they are lines. And so real objects, a line made with a real object, you see? And you cannot explain this, seems too trivial or not, you cannot explain this putting 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. You can number this is 1, like in a philosophical manner, this is 1, but you cannot do more than this. You can break it like in 2 pieces, but you cannot do science like you are pretending to make an equation on it. You cannot. This in an iron chemistry like that manner compose somehow. If you pass current, electric current somehow, you can make flowers, you can make, there's not a single equation nowhere in no science. Or you can see, you can make, but you cannot, but you can trick small children and to take your salaries, to arrest them and to make them imbeciles and in 1900s were doing with 4 years of school everything that we do in this epoch, and cars and Mercedes cars and everything and aeroplanes, and they did not have 4 years. But now you take them 12 and you bullshit that comes from mathematics. Pythagoras, A squares, per squares, and Einstein bullshit. Okay, light, you see light, and you can vary it, you see, it does not have any relation with light is energy, does not have any relation with mass. Look. Einstein bullshit, okay? But you can trick people that it has. It's 100 grams, I vary the frequency, you see? The frequency of light that it passes through it, you see? So what is the relation between energy and mass? There's no one. Light, it creates mass, in the field of light creates mass and matter. Okay, goodbye, God bless. Like, share, and subscribe if you want. We can go to the stars, man. Believe it or not, all the science is false. Believe it or not, they steal the inventions. Light bulb and radio transmission, 4-car aeroplane, they steal them. What you are photograph, the internet, the telephone, like this, and you're pretending it come from nucleus, hydrogen bombs, nuclear explode. You see light, hydrogen bomb. You see light. Okay. Goodbye. God bless.